Is your hair naturally that way?
Yeah.
We like it.
Yeah, it's a perm.
Another question. If you had to choose between eating your arm and your leg, what would you eat?
My leg.
Got one leg.
Hey, how you doing? No, it wasn't intentional. My other leg's just too reckless behind.
What's the difference between a tad bit and a smidge of something? You've been pondering this for a...
Smidge would be smaller to me.
Alright, cool.
That's good. Hey, this is Ryan. And you're on Squid Chomp Productions. That's what she said. Quirky B-roll. Quirky B-roll. Quirky B-roll? How would you say it if it was your name?
Quirky B-roll.
Quirky B-roll.
Quirky B-roll.
No, B-roll.
The name's Quirky B-roll. You know, like Jersey. From Jersey. Quirky B-roll.
Like the worst Jersey accent ever.
Come on!
Hey!
I'm really bad at accents. I'm
in
terrible
general,
at
yeah.
them. They all sound the same.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to...
Quirky B-roll, then.
Quirky B-roll.
Quirky B-roll, then.
Roll.
Roll.
No! Amazing.
You're gonna have to delete this.
Yeah, you might have to delete that.
Side projects for myself, no, I'm pretty focused on just doing this right now. But one-off stuff, yeah, I mean, there's a bonus track on our album that I sang with Z from The Like. We covered an Everly Brothers song, and that you can find that. One-off stuff, yeah, I'd be totally down for. If anybody wants to call me, I'm home. But yeah, side projects, at least for me, not at this point. I mean, with record sales going down, it doesn't discourage me. It definitely hurts bands and artists because with touring now, you know, people aren't touring as well either. So yeah, I mean, it's not discouraging. It's not like if you don't go platinum anymore, it's like you didn't have a big record. It's just hard to gauge the scale on, you know, how many records sold now is equivalent to platinum 5 years ago. I don't know. The only way you can really tell is if people are coming to your shows and are excited about the music. You don't even know how many people bought it or downloaded it, but the people there are there because they want to be. Well, I wish I could play a couple of different ones. I wish I could play drums. I don't think I would be a drummer, but it would be nice to be able to, if I'm trying to show a drummer an idea, that I could even do it at all. And I'm going to get a piano in the house too and start picking that back up. I used to be able to play a little bit and I haven't in a while, so probably those two. You know, songwriting is, I've never looked at it as like, well, this is for this project, so it's got to sound like this, and this is for this. When we started this, it was just an evolution of my songwriting, just as it has come from for the past couple of years. It wasn't like, oh, we're starting this, so we want to sound like this kind of a band. Granted, I got to do a little bit more, had more freedom with this project, and singing lead and things like that, and the way the sonics of the album sound, I guess, maybe we looked at differently. We played it live mostly, and with minimal miking, and kind of made it sound gritty. When we started the band, it wasn't really much different because John and I had been writing together for a couple of years prior to this. When we found the other guys, it was pretty natural as well. We didn't really have tryouts or anything like that. Everybody that we met through friends of friends, or John had known Andy for years, and so it was pretty organic, I guess, the way the entire group got together as well. Well, some of the differences from major and indie labels is when I call the indie label, they answer the phone. It just seems more personal, you know. People know you by name over there, and when you can't really trust people in this business, it's nice to have that. Well, I'm listening to all kinds of stuff. These girl group compilations called Girl Group Sounds, Lost and Found, just like 4 discs of stuff I never heard. Smokey Robinson, you know, Jackie DeShannon, all those Nuggets compilations. Whatever Joe Meek produced, I've been digging into. How much time do you have?
Hello, we're the Young Veins.
How does Bonnaroo compare to most other festivals, Ryan?
Well, I don't know. When we used to play festivals, we didn't play a lot in the daytime, so it seems that everybody's a little bit happier at Bonnaroo than some festivals. Probably my favorite show we've done so far. There was a lot of people, and our album just came out 4 days ago, so it was nice to see people already singing along and stuff. I mean, most of these festivals that we have done, you're like 45 feet away from the crowd, and there's a big disconnect that can happen when that sort of situation is there. But today it was a lot of fun. They were just as far as we are from you. I can't believe people are drinking already. It's kind of crazy to me. Like you.
This is water.
The plan now is we start a tour with Rooney on the 16th, just a North American tour, and then who knows? I don't know.
Gave it our all out there today.
Better luck next time. The old Jeremiah Weeds classic. Thanks for watching.
2010.
But is there almost a sense of like us versus the world with this band?
Yeah, it definitely is.
There better be.
Yeah, I think we all sort of see it as we're in this together. Here we are, and it's freezing, and we drove 2 days straight to get here, and you know it is. But we're really happy with the music we're doing, so it's kind of worth it, you know.
Do you want to maybe prove some of the naysayers that the people who've said things about you and the band like wrong in any way?
Well, I guess only by if they see us play and they can't say they didn't like it, or you know, I don't like to say, hey, we're really good. Check this out, you know. If you like it, then you do. But we're definitely like working way harder than we ever have. So.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm John from the Young Veins.
And for quite a while, me and John used to be in a band called Panic at the Disco, and wrote an album last summer, put it out, and here we are. Sound is a lot different. I think we were heading in this direction regardless, just with our songwriting. It wasn't like a conscious decision of us to say, oh, we want to do a band that sounds like this. We just wanted to write songs that we liked. Yeah, Take a Vacation is the first album we've done.
Out now.
We wrote it all over the world, and so it just seemed like a fitting thing to call it that.
The Young Veins.
Take a vacation.
Take a vacation.
Do it.
Who just played a great 3-song session here at Vault. So to start off, I want to kind of just talk about your all's sound. I think it's clear that you guys are very influenced by the 60s. Are there any records in particular that really have speak to you in regards to your music today?
I don't know.
So many.
Yeah, too many.
Too many. Welfare, you know, just it was like people were creating genres, like, you know, within albums then.
Yeah.
You know, just touching on so much stuff. I don't know. I guess, I mean, obviously the Beach Boys and Beatles would be up there in favorite bands, but a lot of the British Invasion stuff, you know, like the Kinks too, and Dusty Springfield and Motown music. I don't know, we're kind of all over the place.
So Take a Vacation is your first record. Do you care to speak a little bit about how that came to be and the process behind that?
Yeah, on Earth. All over the Earth.
The blast, that was worth the amount of sweat we all donated.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Sure.
Was Bonnaroo the biggest show that you guys have played as the Young Veins?
I don't know.
It was one of them. I mean, we played in Anaheim the other night at the House of Blues, and that was a really good crowd too.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, we played during Conan O'Brien's set at Bonnaroo, so we had a little bit of competition.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
People have heard of him.
a little bit of a growing fan base going on, but yeah, pretty much every night we play, there's always people coming up who had no idea who we were or who our band was, and
Definitely.
really liked it.
That's great.
That could be taken so many different ways.
It should be.
Exactly.
In so many different ways.
I think that's it.
All right.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Do you have enough time to do it?
That's successful and how you can continue to stay successful when really they have no idea what they're talking about.
Neither do we.
But neither do we, so for me and him at least, it always just felt natural. And
I guess we started liking different kinds of music and it became harder and harder to compromise, so.
the seeds of the split were sown.
That was a nice sentence. You're a professional, aren't you? Super into Motown stuff and early soul records. Phil Spector produced stuff and then British Invasion stuff, so.
Lends its hand to.
It's gonna be the album of the summer, so I'm told.
He already
No one's actually
certified
told me.
it.
some kids come up to me and, you know, say, yeah, at first I was really upset about it, and now I think it's for the best. And it's nice to hear that sometimes, you know. You don't want people to hate you.
Scared someday. Just fine. I mean, you mind?
Do I look like I mind? Does this look like a guy that minds things?
Playing birthday parties if you can come up with the cash.
I'll do anything for a price.
For $100.
Yes, that's my price for anything.
This is Ryan.
And I'm John from the Young Veins.
You're watching B-Side. I met Andy through John. You guys grew up together in Chicago somewhat.
We were in a street gang together.
They were in a gang together. You couldn't sing or play because they didn't have any way to fix that stuff back then. And I can just hear the honesty and the caliber of musicianship on most of those albums. Or we might go to the UK, I hope. As of now, we're not planning much ahead of time.
We played Bonnaroo this year. It was our first time there. Started this tour. We played during Conan's set, so we had kind of a competition going on.
I think he won. He's winning right now, at least.
We were on his side, but we just have some prior beef with Conan.
Or between you and Conan.
I'm Conan O'Brien. This is Jay Leno, and we are the Young Vein.
With Danny from Chief, before me and John sorted it out, I just wanted to write an up-tempo song about having fun. It's pretty self-explanatory again. But then, you know, I was having some girl problems at the time, and that crept into the verse. So it's just the chorus is about having fun with your friends, and then the verse is just like, well, you can't really escape how you feel about
really
what's going on
with your friends when you have a girlfriend.
That's exactly right.
But you? Because I lost my cell phone. I had no idea where it was.
Is that right? I don't even remember that.
Find my phone.
Forgot about that. Yeah. That was the first one we wrote. We wrote that a long time ago, and for some reason, always, you know, after writing even a bunch of more stuff, that always felt like what really this whole thing kind of encompassed.
Song on the record, the one that has the sort of the group, like people.
Yeah.
Like, what is that song called?
That one, it's called "Heart of Mine," and that one was really interesting. Me and John sang it, like that. I was sitting here, and like he was sitting here, and playing acoustic and singing together. There was just like a gobo in between us, and we did it live, and all the percussion and stuff the guys were playing too. And then we sang another track over, and then we had a bunch of my friends on my birthday come down and sing. You can actually hear, if you listen really close on the end of the track, somebody screams "Happy Birthday, Ryan!" on it. And so that one was a lot of fun to do.
You only know where to go when they call you and they say, go here now.
Yeah, see, it happened today. Look.
And which is good because there's a lot of hype behind this interview.
Is there? Well,
Yeah.
now I'm sure there is.
You can lean up a little bit. You can look at the chat if you want.
Sure.
Because we're going to take some phone calls too.
All right.
Over the phone, all the nerves usually go away.
Is that right?
So
Yeah.
you're going to hear.
So I'll just be nervous.
You're going to hear questions that, I believe it or not, you've never heard before in all the years you've been doing music.
That sounds exciting.
So
Seems like a nice fellow.
Vinny is a great fellow. Have you ever done anything like this before? A live show that's on the web?
I don't think so.
I don't think you have.
I don't think so.
They probably don't know how this works. So
Neither do I,
let's
so-
make them here. Come here.
Want me to sit on your lap?
Yes, we're gonna have fun. So watch this. Everyone in the chat is gonna write their name, and you're gonna list them all off.
All right.
So this will be our first segment called Ryan Ross Says Your Name. Shout him out. Start with
Oh
her.
yeah. Alyssa, Brent Wilson, funny guys. Justin Pierre, Sophia Lily Bennett. That's a nice one. It's another Brent.
Yvonne.
Ashley, Yvonne, Taylor, Zuri, Hannah, Brent
Steffi.
and Ken,
Taylor.
Megan from Florida, Amy from Jersey,
Keep going, faster.
Sophia,
Keep it going.
Sarah, Gabrielle, Nikita. Look at all these people, huh? Mac Daddy Pimp. That's not
Jordan
your
from
real
New
name.
York.
Mike.
Got Michelle on there. Logan. All right, we're done. We got all the shout-outs accomplished.
All right.
Even though there's like a couple
nice to meet
thousand
you
people
all.
watching, that's going to be it.
All right.
All right. The rest of the Veins cannot be here tonight.
Nah, I just didn't want them here.
Do they live in LA, the rest of the band?
No, they're all over the place.
So you're the only one that's here?
Well, yeah. Well, no.
No.
Plus that guy.
Well,
Nobody knows who he is.
yeah, he's a mysterious hand.
Coyote over here.
Well, I knew that you lived here because I read on an LA blog that you live in a castle, or an old castle from like 50 years ago.
I wouldn't say castle.
It's not a
but
castle.
It's an old house from the 20s
Okay.
that has a drawbridge.
Do you know that they called it a castle? I read
That's
on an
nice.
LA gossip site.
I would say a cottage, maybe.
So
Would
you
be
have a
more like it.
1920s cottage.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's very small.
And does the mysterious hand come over to your house on a daily basis?
If I let him.
Hold it out. They're gonna wonder all show who the mysterious hand is.
He's just here to give me candy.
First interview you'd ever done.
Yeah, it wasn't the best interview I've ever done either.
You didn't sound ready. 5 years later, now you're ready.
And a day late though.
You're here though. Now what happened? Let's get it. Let's clear the air because there were a lot of rumors online. I kindly said that people should write to you and find out where you were, and that changed into "F you, I hate you."
Yeah.
You did not show up. You broke my heart.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, pal. I agreed to do this like 2 weeks ago. Kind of forgot that it was Wednesday the 6th or whatever. Was it the 6th?
Yeah, it was.
I
It
kind
was
of
the
forgot.
6th. What
Nobody
do you,
reminded me.
What do you do on a daily basis when you're not playing shows? Like what did you do yesterday? Were you home during the show? Where were you at 7 o'clock?
I was eating dinner probably.
Okay.
And then,
Everyone needs to eat. That's
gotta
fair.
eat.
That's fair.
I would have eaten later had I been reminded that I had to come see you. But,
This is true.
you know, you live and you learn, I guess.
Does after like a week or two, do you just get that itch to play a show again? Can you spend a long period of time just not doing music?
No, not at all. You know, if we're not touring, I'm always trying to write and stuff, but I don't really have any other hobbies, so when we're not playing, I'm kind of going a little nuts.
Exactly. I do this twice a week, and I couldn't even skip more than a week or I get bored.
Yeah, being bored is not good. It's when you get in trouble, you know?
Now, you said you have no hobbies. What's great about this show is now you can ask them. Say,
what are some of your hobbies, people?
Yeah, give me when you were growing up, did you have hobbies before music? Did you play sports or did you play video games?
I've actually been thinking about that, and there's a men's hockey league in LA that my friend plays in. I've been thinking about joining because I used to play hockey.
You look ready.
Yeah, well, that's kind of why I started playing music, because I stopped growing.
They can use you as the puck. Let's see. You have photography. That's a good hobby that anyone can do.
That's true.
You can do gardening.
That's
I
not
don't picture
bad.
gardening being very fun. Hannah says you should try swimming.
I know how to swim. Come on.
Join the orchestra. Well, we want non-music hobbies. You should do a lot of theater.
Wheelchair racing. That's an interesting one.
Have you tried theater? I just saw last week, and I saw Billy Joe from Green Day perform in the American Idiot musical.
Oh, really? How was that?
It was great, and it was his first time doing that. Have you done any theater before?
No, in high school I was kind of too afraid to do anything like that. I don't think I'd be much of an actor.
So you were the quiet guy.
I was.
Writing lyrics in the corner.
Yep.
And did people know who you were, or were you kind of invisible?
Yeah. I wouldn't say that I got along too well with most of them, but
Really?
I don't know.
Did you ever get into a fist fight?
Never been in a fight. Never.
Me neither.
How about that?
This guy he looks like he's definitely been in a fight or two.
Actually,
before.
I got in a fight with him the other week, and he almost broke my rib.
Did you really?
I swear.
Oh, let's talk about this fight.
It got over pretty quickly.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of got my rib after the rib incident. Kind of.
I don't even think I would know how to fight if someone came after me.
I sure didn't know.
You don't know either.
No.
If it's a block like that.
My friend Vincent knows how to box,
Really?
and he goes boxing. So maybe I should get into that.
What about
Something
yoga?
new.
You can try that.
Nah,
No? You're not a
No.
yoga guy?
I don't think so.
I like how they're still suggesting hobbies for you. Trolling the internet.
Well, of course I do that.
Facebook. Well, you don't have a Facebook. So
I
how are
don't.
you going to spend all your days on Facebook if you don't have a
I
page?
just look at other people's Facebooks and think about all the friends I don't have.
Now, they said movies. I see a lot of movies, too. I don't think that's really a hobby. It's an expensive hobby.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
What's like a free hobby? I really don't have any either.
Speaking of movies, you seen any good ones lately?
Social Network.
Did you?
That was a good
You
film.
would like that movie, wouldn't you?
I like the internet.
Has a lot to do with
That was a good movie.
I've heard good things about that.
I saw Buried with Ryan Reynolds. That was a great film.
Oh, okay.
He gets locked in a coffin for an hour and a half.
That looks pretty
Held the movie
intense.
over very well. This is terrible.
Yeah, you guys are mean.
Jeez, they want you to get a blog.
Ah, I could do that. I don't know that I could keep it interesting though.
They really like your tweets.
God.
So you should compile all your
Don't
tweets in
listen
a
to
book and
anything
sell
that
it.
I have to say, people.
Well, no, you can compile all your tweets into a book and sell it. They have a TV show now called Bleep My Dad Says, and that was based off someone's
I
Twitter
know. I
page.
follow that Twitter page. It's
That could have been
hilarious.
you.
Could have been me. Wow.
You're not. So you, when you're tweeting, do you think ahead of time, like, should I send this, or what are people going to care about this, or you just whatever you feel at that moment?
I probably should think more about it than I do.
But you don't.
No.
Has there ever been a tweet, and you can be honest, that you wrote and a few hours later you took back?
Well, I never really delete them, but I definitely think maybe I shouldn't have said something.
Really? Anything that comes to memory recently?
I don't know, most of them.
Really? Well, I heard you killed your evil twin. That was your latest.
Yeah.
And how did that happen? You don't even, after you write these, you probably
Listen,
look back
I don't
and say,
even
"Why
know.
did write
I don't
this?"
even know how I got an evil twin in the first place. So
But now you got rid of him.
I did.
Oh,
He's- yeah, just figured he had enough. He's
Well,
had enough.
all right, let's talk about the Young Veins. I know your video just premiered. That's a big
Yeah,
deal.
yeah.
That must be cool to have a video on TV again.
It is, yeah. And I really liked that video. I think it might be my favorite one that I've ever been in.
Ever.
Yeah.
Black and white.
It was a lot of fun, too, because we were just at this motel up north, and we got a bunch of hotel rooms and sat by the pool all day, so
Yeah.
it wasn't too bad.
Didn't really have to do much.
No.
Now, I gotta ask you a question. I saw your black and white video.
Oh, okay. The change video?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Is it cheaper if you film a video in black and white? I've always wondered this.
Well, we didn't actually use film, so he shot it on the same camera he did the vacation video,
Oh,
but he
okay.
just did it all in post. And what he did was he had it playing through an old TV and then filmed the TV
That's
like a
weird.
monitor. So that's
Wow.
why it looks like fuzzy. So
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing most of the viewers have seen the video already. Have you seen it on the actual television?
I have not.
You've
No,
not?
No.
No.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have cable at my house until last week. So
You live in a castle. How do you not have cable in the castle?
Trust me, man.
You gotta get
That's
with
the
it.
least of my problems over there.
So concerned with Ryan coming over that I did not even book next week yet.
Jeez, I've really ruined things. Over
It's
here.
alright. I'm working on getting a band out in LA on Wednesday. You know Fitz?
Fitz.
Yeah. Oh,
You gotta give me a little bit more than that.
it's from your area, man. Fitz in the Tantrums. Fitz in the Tantrums. Like I tried to get your friends to like here, and then it almost happened, and then it didn't, and they haven't been here.
Well, I'll have to tell them what a nice guy you are. And
Thank
maybe
you.
they'll change their mind.
And the like, they seem cool, but it doesn't seem like they're so in demand that they can't just come to the apartment.
Bring a lot. They just got back from Europe and they're leaving again in like 3 days.
That's their
Europe.
place. That's where the fans are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, Ryan, I actually have sponsors here too.
Oh man.
This is not just a fun little hobby.
Look at all this stuff.
We got free from allergens, dairy-free, gluten-free, low in calories.
So it's good for you.
Yeah, I think vegans can eat this. There's nothing vegan. This is a vegan candy right here, and
Space food.
it says they're tamper evident. I think that means if someone like opens it, you can tell right away. You don't have to worry.
Wow.
Has this been
I
tampered with?
thought of everything, man.
And there are Smarties in Canada, but those are not the same Smarties. Those are something similar to M&Ms.
Yeah, I wonder why
Very
they don't
weird.
get in trouble for that.
So in Canada, they're called Rockets.
Okay.
And they said in an article yesterday that this man wants to pay Weezer $10 million to break up.
That's amazing.
And he's serious. He says, you used to be good. You haven't been good in like 12 years. I will give you $10 million if you break up.
Wow.
And they said for $20 million, they will do it.
That's awesome.
They said if someone gave you $10 million, would you, if you took it, what would you do? You love music, right? Like, how could you not play music?
Well, you have to quit. Like you can't do anything.
I don't think you can trick it and start a new band. I think he meant like as Weezer, like stop making music.
That's rough.
It's not like the Rentals where like Matt Sharp left, like no more Weezer
20. Maybe they're good with that 20. I don't know.
music.
If you had that much money, I don't know. I guess you can do a lot of things. Learn how to fly helicopters or something.
I would buy a third microphone. That's what I would
you
do.
would start.
That's the first thing I would start with. I don't know. I mean, what you already got seems like you got a cool cottage to live in. So what else do you really need, right?
Pretty hot. I'm
Maybe you can get more guitars or
doing okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
But you probably. I mean,
I kind of want to get a shark for my moat.
okay, that would be a great idea.
If I had $10 million, I'd get a couple of sharks. I'd get a couple of sharks and a couple of crocodiles in there.
Do you have to buy instruments at this point?
No, unfortunately, the stuff that I play isn't really that common.
So
So they're all yours. You own them.
I own them, yeah, but I had to pay for them too.
But they're
Well,
worth
now
it.
I don't have anything, so
Wait, so let's
Because all that's
go
stolen.
back. So you got everything stolen. You don't have anything.
I have some stuff. I have some guitars that we didn't use on tour, but everything that you saw us playing with on tour is now gone.
Do you think they
Gone
sold
with
it?
the wind. I
Did
don't
you
know.
check like eBay the weeks
Yeah.
after?
Yeah, we've been looking around and haven't had any of it turn up. So
Do you think it was a fan or probably not?
No, I don't
They're not
think
that
so.
evil that they'd break in and steal your equipment.
I don't think so.
No?
This is probably just my arch nemesis.
Ooh,
I just can't figure out who it is yet.
they found her house and they were doing renovation in the house and the guy let them in,
Oh,
which is
jeez.
highly illegal. I'm sure he got fired and he's probably going to face legal.
That's no good. You don't want to be showing up unannounced at people's homes.
Has that happened to you yet? Ever? I mean, even
People
back
have
in
left
the
stuff.
glory days?
People have left stuff at my front door, my house in Vegas.
Really?
But
Now, in Vegas, were you living at home still, or were they coming to your property?
no, well, I lived in an apartment building now, so they can't really get in there.
But before they were
Was at
leaving it at
home.
the house.
Yeah.
So your parents probably got a kick out of it, no?
I wouldn't say that. It's a little intense.
What did they leave you?
But good stuff, you know, like
Like drawings and paintings
baskets
and stuff?
like that. Yeah.
They leave you any Smarties? No?
Possibly. Hint.
All right, let's take some fan questions here. I've been avoiding them. Agent Sherry Cola said, Ryan, tell us about your shirtless pictures from high school. What is that all about?
Well, those were some pictures from a girl or for a girlfriend.
And they
Just
ended
me
up online.
hanging out with my shirt off.
I feel like
It'd be worse if it was her.
I feel like you lived part of your teenage years online. It probably freaked you out, right?
Yeah.
You're growing
It's-
up, you're
it's
like a
very
late teen,
strange.
and then everything's online.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Must
gotta
be-
watch. Gosh, gotta watch what you do these days.
Bizarre. They want to know about My Chemical Romance. Does it still make you dance?
I don't dance much anymore.
You're not a
I'm
dancer.
not a dancer.
Why not?
I don't know. Maybe that's what I could pick up too. Dancing.
That's a good thing. Martini Ranch. What's the story with that?
Oh, I got kicked out of there. We all did. For dancing.
At Martini
Funnily
Ranch?
enough, yeah. Well, they didn't like me spinning around on the floor too much.
Bethany says, "Are you looking for a roommate? I need to leave Redlands, California, and I'd be a great person to live with."
I'm sure she would be, but at the moment, we're all full over at the Ross Hotel.
Oh, there's people living there.
Mhm.
It's not just you. You get the visitors.
I do.
You do.
And drifters.
Are you going to read Kelty's book?
Of course.
I don't know who Kelty
Kelsey's
is.
my ex-girlfriend. She just wrote a book.
She's about you? A book about you?
I don't know. It's not about me, but I'm sure
Okay.
there's parts there that I might come up. It's like a memoir, if you will.
But who is she? Why is she a memoir?
She's
Am I
a
like out of the loop
dancer.
here?
She's a dancer. She was a rockette.
Did she dance with the stars?
She works. I think she worked on that show one time.
Okay. So you might be in the book. You
I
don't
could
know.
be, yeah.
Yes. Let's see. Do you do tours of your house, Ryan, if people want to visit you from out of state?
No, but maybe I should.
Is your house that cool? If give us like a mental tour.
I mean, it's a small house. It's just a 2-bedroom house, but you get there. There's like a little moat.
It really
a
is.
drawbridge, but it doesn't work. It's just a little bridge.
That's awesome.
Yeah, a weird little old house. Yeah.
What's the design?
What do you
Is
mean?
it painted? Are there
Well, we
pictures?
did a bunch of renovating, but yeah, actually, I got a bunch of really interesting art from my friend Ruby's dad is an artist. His name is Alan Aldridge, and he did a bunch of for the Rolling Stones and Beatles back in the '60s, and still does some cool stuff now. And I got a bunch of his stuff in there.
That's great.
Yeah. What else?
But not shirtless pics of yourself. Those are not hanging on the wall. Okay, that's a virginity question. We'll skip that one. Are you going to tour again before 2011? But you don't have a lot of time to do that.
I don't know. I hope so. We haven't got anything planned thus far, but
Well, really?
I hope
Nothing
we do.
planned.
Yeah, winter starts to get a little bit slow.
But you're writing new music.
Yeah,
So you can put out like 5 more records if you wanted to.
that's the idea.
At this point, right?
Well, 5.5 maybe.
But would you be happy just releasing records, or do you actually enjoy going
Oh,
out there playing
I
shows?
do like touring. I really do miss playing live shows. That was probably the hardest part about starting over, was that we didn't play for so long.
Why did you pass up the opportunity to smoke up with your biggest fans?
I don't know. That sounds terrible.
Why were you chewing gum like a hoe in the Take a Vacation video?
The hoes chew gum? Are they the only ones?
Can you
It's like
please
gum.
can you please have a meet and greet in LA?
Sure, why not?
We're spoiled here in LA though. You should go like to the state that like no one would expect you to go to, like Missouri.
I've been
And
in
you're
Missouri.
like, hey, let's do a signing in Missouri. No, because LA we get everything here.
Yeah, I know. We
Like-
are spoiled.
Like it's Thursday night, October 7th. Right now, if we wanted to, we can go to like 6 different things.
I know. That's,
Shows,
it's a bit-
art galleries,
It's a bit too much sometimes.
Anything you want. Sometimes you just want to stay behind the moat, right?
Yep. Indeed.
For Ryan, if you had the chance, what would you like to score a film, and which film would it be?
Sure.
That could be
God, I don't know. I mean, it probably hasn't been made yet, the movie, but yeah, that'd be great. Do something different.
Are you excited for any new albums that are coming out next year?
Yeah, the More and More record, and the New Life record.
Who said that? Do you have a favorite composer?
Chopin, that's how you say it, right?
Good shit, Chopin.
That Chopin guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good. Are you still a Palahniuk fan?
Yeah.
I know that's not how you say his name.
Yeah.
It's kinda funny. Let's see. George, why are you so what? George?
That's my first name, actually.
Is it really?
Believe it or not,
Oh,
yeah.
look at that. Why were you so shy and quiet in interviews when Panic first came out?
I
You were
was
like
probably
10.
nervous.
You were like 10 years old.
Yeah, jeez. Ask me all these questions. I don't know.
Very intrusive. You just want to be left alone, right? Do they train you when you first start a band, like how to do a proper interview?
Well, they told us to go to media training
Really?
because we were getting in a little bit of trouble. We
For what you were
goofing
saying?
around too much,
That's awesome.
but we didn't go.
Where do they have that?
I don't know.
Where do you get media training?
I don't know. Apparently, it's a good thing to do. Probably
Where
need
can we
some right now.
where can we find B-sides to your record? Songs that didn't make it.
Well, we did 4 covers that you can find on the internet around. We did an Otis Redding cover, a Wanda Jackson cover, a couple. You can find them.
Are you the best man at John's upcoming wedding?
Ooh, I don't know. I would if you asked.
You know what? I don't know how many of your friends are married. Are there any of them?
No, actually, I've never had a friend get married.
One day when I get married, they will not be my best man.
Oh,
And I may get screwed if no one has me as the best man.
you just won't have one.
It's kind of I don't know if you would find that offensive or not, but it's like, you go your whole life being the best friend, and then there you are. You're just a groomsman.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're just in line. I just don't get it.
Hurt my feelings a little bit.
Yeah. When was the last time you listened to your last 2 records?
God.
Can you still
It's been
listen
a
to
little
it on
while.
the radio, or do you turn it off?
I see it. I guess I don't really hear the radio too often. I guess I put pretty on recently. There's some good stuff on there.
So you do. You're okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you like the your part on there the best. Your moment in the sun, right?
The worst, actually.
The preview of what was to come. Like the worst. Come on.
Yeah, it's easier to like what other people are doing.
Whoever I'm calling, they have no idea it's going to be them until they pick up. So this is going to be exciting.
Hello,
Hi, welcome to the show. Who's this?
Allison
Hi, Allison. Where are you calling from?
from Omaha,
Omaha. How old are you, Allison?
16.
Would you like to talk to Ryan Ross?
Yeah, hold on.
Allison, you want to talk to Ryan?
Sure.
Here he is.
Allison.
Hi.
Hi, what's up?
Nothing, just watching the show.
Yeah, how we doing so far?
You're doing good. I went to your show in Omaha.
Oh, the last time we were there?
Yeah, with Rooney.
Cool. I believe that was one of the better ones, if I
Really?
remember correctly. Yeah, 'cause Nick I brought a bunch of friends 'cause he used to live in Omaha for a couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do you got for me?
I don't really have a question. I just called.
Oh.
Okay, it's fine. We'll take another call.
How do you think of your tweets? Because they're always really random.
I don't really think about them. Maybe that's why they don't make any sense. I
Are
apologize.
they just like inside jokes?
Sure, some of it. With myself, just throwing them
Yeah.
out there. If this whole music thing doesn't work out, I might try to get into the comedy zone, so I don't know.
Should.
Well, thanks. Well, we gotta go. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Alright, now we're calling someone else. I can't tell you who until they pick up.
Hi,
Hi. Who's this?
this is Cordelia. Hi.
This is Ryan.
Can you make your computer lower?
Oh my God. Hi. I thought that was a really weird coincidence for a second.
What?
I was wondering, do you foresee in the near future that you might like change your style again, so you'll go from like whatever you want to describe Panic as to like hippie to like, I don't know. If you were going to change again, what would you change to?
I don't think it's ever really something that I predict. It's just sort of like, you know, whatever I'm into at the moment. So I can't really tell you where I might be heading. Either way, I hope you like it. I'll try to do my best.
I'm sure I will.
Thanks for calling. It was nice talking to you.
Thanks for talking to me.
Sure. Bye-bye. Don't call her.
Hello?
Hello. Who's this?
Hello.
Who's this?
This is Maria. I'm gonna shit my pants.
This is Ryan.
I know.
I heard you might want to talk to me. What's on your mind?
No, yeah, I do. I do want to talk to you.
Well, what's on your mind?
Where's your rose vest?
God, you know what? I really wish I knew the answer to that. I left it somewhere in New Zealand, so I don't think I'll be seeing that anytime soon. I had this vest that I used to wear. Yeah, I don't think I'll be finding that, but if you do, appreciate it.
I'll give it to
you. Let me know.
You, listen to me, wait, before you go. You completely changed my life because you are inspiring
Thanks.
to me.
That's really sweet. Thank you.
No, you're really sweet for making me happier than I should be.
Well, that makes me feel good. Well, it was
Okay.
lovely to meet you, sort of. I'll talk to you
Lovely.
soon.
All right. I'll see you at your next show.
Sounds good.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, who's this?
Hey, Ryan. It's Savannah.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, I saw you at the High Ground in New Orleans, and I saw you again in Pensacola at Senior's Fog.
Oh, wow, the High Ground. That was an interesting one. I remember that. Thanks for coming to two.
You're welcome.
What's going on?
Nothing much, really.
Well, okay.
Downfall of civilization. Any questions?
You got any questions for me?
Not really. I'm sorry.
It's alright. Well, it was nice to talk to you anyway.
Yeah, it was nice to talk to you, too.
Alright, well, have a good night. I'll see you.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Hannah?
Hey, Hannah, this is Ryan. What's up?
Nothing. Hey, do you listen to Motion City Soundtrack?
I haven't in quite a while. Why?
I'm just wondering if you've ever met Justin Pierre.
Yeah, we've toured with them twice in Panic. Good guys.
That's awesome. They're like, I don't know, awesome. I just want to say that I really like your music, and I don't even care if you if everyone thinks you sound like the Beatles or some ska punk.
Well, thank you. That's nice of you to say.
Well, thanks for talking to me, Ryan.
Sure, anytime.
Bye.
Do you? She's a regular? I'll set you up when I see.
Hello.
Hello, this is Ryan.
Hi.
What's
How
going
are
on?
you doing?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing fantastic.
What's on your mind?
I have a random question for you.
Shoot.
Okay, so if you get stuck in a giant spider web, who would you want stuck with you before you get your head bitten off?
Wow. That just creeps me out. God, you know what? I wouldn't want anybody to have to go through that with me. Sounds
But,
terrible.
I mean, they're going to get eaten too, so who
Well,
would you want, with you in those last moments?
that's tough because then it's like, well, then they're dead too. I guess I should say my girlfriend, but, I don't know about that because then she'd be a goner too. I think maybe that we could find a way out of it, so I'm going to go ahead and say it with her.
All right.
Thanks for the question.
It's been a pleasure talking to you.
You too. Bye.
Good question. So obviously your whole well, not life, but your whole few years, everyone compares you to the Beatles. So I want to know, has Paul or Ringo ever heard any of your stuff? Do you have any knowledge if they've heard any of your music?
I have no idea. That's a good question.
You've never met them before?
Never met them. Would love to. I saw Paul play 2 summers ago, I want to say, in Vegas. But nope, never met them.
It's hard for people, I think, to understand the difference between inspiration and plagiarizing.
Oh yeah.
So everyone just says you're trying to sound like someone else. It's actually just inspiration.
Sure. I mean, yeah, that's a debate that we don't have enough time to cover.
It's probably very hard nowadays to come up with something that sounds like nothing else.
Oh yeah, I mean, think about it. Rock and roll's only been around for 60 years, but there's been a lot done in 60 years.
And like, the only band I can think of is like Mindless Self-Indulgence, but that's because they every song just sounds like crazy.
Yeah.
So it doesn't sound like anyone else because they're just compiling different sound effects in every song. Yeah. Someone gets to ask you a question. It doesn't have to be about the band. It could be about anything.
Okay, just out here?
Yeah, so lean forward so we can see the question. Bow ties or power ties?
I don't know what a power tie is.
Will there be any new shirts at Hot Topic from the Young Vanes?
Oh, I don't know.
How do you feel about the D. Blaze situation in Rwanda?
Don't have time.
What are your thoughts on Harry Potter?
He seems alright to me.
Do you like the game Millipede?
I don't know.
Do you like the game Centipede?
Sure.
That's not a good. That's a terrible question. Would you rather have a painful pimple on your face or a painful wart on your foot?
I don't think the wart's not good.
Do you still read FBR trash online?
No, I don't. I never did.
Have you ever been contacted by an ex-bandmate?
Yes.
Was it awkward?
No.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Good. What is the meaning of life?
I don't know.
Have you read any good books lately?
Yeah, The Unbearable Lightness of Being.
What is your favorite animal?
Dingus.
A dingus.
How has your initial... miss it. What are you being for Halloween?
I don't know yet.
A dingus.
I bet Ryan still lurks as Plastic Fights. True or false?
I don't know. What is that?
Why won't you go back to Panic? It's a great question. Do you know what the 25 Hate Club is?
No.
What's the most beautiful name you've ever heard?
Tom.
Do you think fat girls are beautiful?
Yes.
If you can go back in time to high school, what's one thing you'd tell yourself?
Give up.
Get a real job. Are you upset that no one asked you any serious questions?
No.
How do you feel about girls with only one tit?
I've never met one. I don't know.
How do you feel about Kevin Kane?
I don't know who that is.
Do you like Tom DeLonge?
Sure.
Would you ever produce records for other artists?
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever helped write another artist's song?
Yeah.
You have? Is that a secret or that's a known fact?
I don't know.
Do you like Bishop Gorman?
It was high school. No.
What's your favorite dinosaur?
Pterodactyl.
Why won't you love me?
I do.
Would you be a male prostitute?
Yeah.
Do you still have a girlfriend?
Yes.
Have you ever watched The Mighty Boosh?
Yes.
Are you a vegan?
No.
Are you a vegetarian?
No.
Do you like apple juice?
I love apple juice.
What's the best song you've ever written?
I haven't done it yet. I don't know.
Did you audition members to join the Young Vanes?
Not really.
Not really. Why didn't you tour Blink-182 when you had the chance?
I don't know.
Do you regret that every day of your life? Where do you buy your cool socks?
Paul Frank, I think. No. Something like that.
Who is your favorite Arrested Development character?
Tobias.
That's the fun. Did you think it was corny or cool when Jessica Alba was singing 9 in the afternoon on that web video?
That was great.
Would you ever let me devastate your frail body?
That sounds terrible.
Do you watch Glee?
No.
Would you ever perform on Glee?
Sure. Would
you let them perform a Young Vanes song on Glee?
Absolutely.
What's your take on fans hiding behind cameras instead of living in the moment at shows?
Yeah, put the camera down.
Let's see, a couple more questions. Can you handle yacht pants?
Absolutely.
Do you like stuffed animals?
Love them.
What's your favorite TV show?
Mad Men.
Have you ever run into Brendan by accident?
Yeah.
Was it awkward?
No.
They really want some drama.
Yeah.
Don't they? Do you read Slash's book?
I have not.
What else? Do you like guns?
I've never shot a gun.
Someone wrote, do you think it's your fault that Jack Vanek is still very popular?
I hope not.
What's the best advice you can give us?
I don't know. I don't know.
From you. Do you want to make love in this club?
Yeah.
Do you like MGMT?
Yeah, sure.
Do you listen to Kiss because you pulled the trigger on My Love Gun? Do you watch Jersey Shore?
Yeah, I love it.
Do you have your own songs in your iPod?
No.
What's the most embarrassing Panic song you wrote?
I don't think anyone's ever heard it.
Do you have a favorite Mad Men character?
Yeah.
What's your favorite restaurant?
Any sandwich place will do.
Is it true you have a monster cock?
Excuse me?
I don't want to know that question.
Can't say that.
Have you read The Catcher in the Rye?
Yeah, it's great.
Will you reinvent the love?
Oh, I'll try.
Who is your favorite character on Dexter?
Dexter.
Would you ever write a musical?
I tried.
Failed. Do you remember the Buffalo statue?
No.
Do you still,
do
you still eat blue waffles?
I haven't in a while.
Alright, final question of the night. Final question. Let's make it a good one here. Final question, please. These are all so bad. Final question. Someone has to have something they want to know. No, we're not talking about Spencer. We want to know a real question here. Come on. Someone has to have a good brain-busting question they've been dying to know for 5 years. Okay, we'll end with that. What's your favorite brand of guitar? That's a good question.
At the moment, Epiphone Casino. That's my baby.
Yes. So look in the camera, tell me your final words and all the links you want them to check out, the record, the video, the mailing list, everything.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. I think you're all great. I would just say if you haven't heard the record, get it on iTunes. It's called Take a Vacation. Look for the video on our MySpace, Young Veins at MySpace. Thanks for everything.
Thank you.
So long.
That's all you got. You want the mysterious hand to wave goodbye as well?
Yeah.
There it is.
We're at the Wave House in San Diego with...
I'm Ryan. I play the Fool.
So you guys have your first CDs already out. What would you like to say about that?
Oh, what wouldn't I like to say about that?
Yeah, it came out last Tuesday.
All sorts of things to say about that.
It's called Take a Vacation, and it's a summertime album, so that fits, doesn't it, John?
It does.
We did that on purpose.
The nice weather and all, you know?
Summer vacation.
Who saw that coming?
I read that many of the songs were written in exotic locations. So where was your favorite?
I think Africa was my favorite.
Africa?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really great. I mean, writing stuff all over the world, it definitely, you know, it just like soaks into you, kind of.
Inspired your song "Lie to the Truth"?
A bad relationship. Yeah, I was getting screwed around by a girl. Female girl. And, I mean, I don't know, it's a sad song. It's probably the saddest song on there.
The last ones.
Yeah, it was barely made it on, but we kind of needed another song. And, like Roy Orbison's has Love Hurts, you know?
And In Dreams.
What? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, well, because your music it does have like a more retro sound to it. If you guys were to do a time warp, where would you end up and what would you be doing?
I would like to be the first person to have been around while dinosaurs were still roaming the earth.
Were there people?
No. That's a common misconception. Well, not even common, it's just completely not true. It was millions of years apart. Yeah, so I'd go back in time.
Well, who knows? Maybe there were humans, but all the dinosaurs ate them and then digested their bones into nothing.
That's probably what happened. All dinosaurs only ate humans. That's why they're all gone.
That's why they're extinct.
But yeah.
Because the Young Veins is still a pretty new project, and you guys are, I would say you're best known for being ex-Panic at the Disco and band. What would you want to be known for besides that?
I hope, over time that it's just the Young Veins, you know. The more and more stuff we do, I think the more albums we put out will, that won't be the only thing people can talk about.
If you were known for a surfing swell, what would it be named?
Ooh, man.
Since you're at the beach.
A big surfing thing. What would it be called? A Terminator. I don't know.
I've never been surfing.
No?
No, me neither. People aren't supposed to be in the water.
Sharks are.
Yeah, there's a reason they're there and not us. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about going into the ocean.
I don't know what a surf swell is.
It's like when a bunch of, like waves, like not like a storm, but like when the waves are really good, they call it a swell.
Like it's swell?
No, like it's swelling. Or it's swell, yeah. Surfers say swell a lot, right?
Yeah.
Oh, gee, that was swell. Gee. That's how surfers talk.
Well, we are at the Wave House. You guys could try surfing without getting in the ocean.
Oh, man. We thought about it.
I figured breaking my wrist right as we started a tour would probably not be the best thing I could do.
That's true.
Yeah. But you could break your leg.
A leg would be fine. I could sit down easily.
You could just stand in one spot. With crutches.
Sitting would be easier.
Crutches.
All around.
Yeah. Why don't we sit on the floor tonight?
The Knicks get to sit down. Yeah. Why can't I?
Well, we're working twice as hard.
Because we're approaching summer, what is your summer soundtrack?
Ooh, I mean, it's so cliche, but the Beach Boys, I don't know, it's like they figured it out. Like, what a great idea that was to just be the summer band of all time. You've been listening to Christmas music.
Yeah, I usually listen to the Beach Boys in the dead of winter, and I listen to Christmas music as soon as June comes around.
What's your favorite Christmas album?
Bing Crosby's Christmas.
Bing Crosby is probably my favorite. That's just
We're Alive.
The Hanson Christmas CD.
I haven't heard it.
That's my favorite.
Is it like from way before, or is it recent?
It's from when they were teeny boppers. It's like my guilty pleasure.
I bet that's interesting.
It's good though?
I like it.
All right.
I thought they were good musicians.
We just saw them play on some TV show, and they sounded really good.
Yeah. They were all singing.
They're fine by me, yeah.
Maybe you guys could release a Christmas album.
Yeah.
It's in the works.
Yeah,
Right.
we're thinking about it. I want to be I don't know, I'm sure a band has done it, but the first band to do a Halloween album. It's all original Halloween songs.
Of all originals.
No.
So we'd have to do at least a few
Maybe an EP.
Maybe an EP with...
Or like President's Day, or like St. Patrick's Day album.
Or what about just an album of all those holidays? One song
a holiday album.
A holiday album.
Take a Holiday, we'll call it.
Yeah.
That's copywritten now, so...
Columbus Day.
Yeah, alright. We'll call it Have a Holiday, and it'll be good for the English folks, because they call vacations holidays.
Yeah, exactly. Well, basically any holiday that affords you a day off of school.
Okay, alright. I'm glad we did this, now that we've got this idea.
So I just have 3 silly questions I always ask everyone. And the first is, do you have any slang terms that you overuse?
Oh God, we have so many that we make up. Me and Nix made up a gross word the other day. We were talking about the band Phoenix, and then someone said Phoenix. You know, like you can picture what that might be.
Like Phoenix.
Yeah, like a fetus. You know, mixed.
Penis?
Yeah.
Penis.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like that.
Oh man, you just stepped on my penis.
Oh.
What? But I don't know. That's probably the grossest.
I thought you were going more medical.
Yeah. Well, it is. Yeah. But it's slang. Med slang. God, I don't know. We make up words all the time. We'll come back to that maybe.
Suck a chump?
Suck a chump?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means suck a chump.
Wait, are you saying suck it, chump?
No, suck a.
Oh, okay. So use it in a sentence.
Why you gotta be a suck a chump?
Oh, it sounds like a hook of the new R. Kelly song or something.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's your drink of choice?
Water. There's nothing in it.
There's nothing in it. Well, that was boring. I don't know. I get into the pina colada, but you can't drink too many of those because it's like a meal and it's really sweet.
An Irish car bomb.
Oh God. No thanks. Jaeger bomb?
I don't even know what an Irish car bomb is.
I do. I've had one before. It's disgusting. You drop like a shot of Bailey's or something into a beer and drink them at the same time. I almost threw up when I had it. It's all good. That's a good rule of thumb. Yeah. The Burps. That's a good band name. Bar band, The Burps.
Yeah, an Irish barber.
That's all.
How do you guys feel about eyeliner?
It's a pain in the ass.
Some guys really need to as well. The guy on Lost, Richard Alpert, looks like he's wearing eyeliner.
Oh yeah.
He's not.
He's not though. It's his eyes.
It's his real eyes. It's just that dark.
Emo.
Yeah. There you go.
He was born that way.
Since we're piratepods.com, could you guys give us your best pirate impression?
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. That's the only pirate.
How about a tooth in me nail comb? There, sir.
I'm gonna let him because I can't beat that.
Pirate.
Pirate. I am so bad at impressions.
Yeah, I'm a pirate.
I guess it's been a little while, maybe a few months, that since we've started to think about that this might be the best thing to do. John and I had been writing a bunch of stuff on the road, and it just got to a point when we were off tour that when we were talking about getting together and working on this stuff, that it became pretty apparent that we weren't all wanting to go in the same direction. So it was like there was a period of where we weren't really talking to each other that much, and John and I were just living at my house and continued to write and stuff, and then we kind of just realized we needed to get over not speaking and figure out what was actually going on, and so we all sat down and pretty much came to the conclusion that the best idea for everybody was to do what we did.